Nerd Flow Podcast. It's your boy Young along with 1HeroGaming and Briario. And tonight on issue 187, the Merc episode, but we ain't murking nobody. We got a special guest. I've been following this gentleman, subscribed to him on Twitch for a while. I think I started like late in the year, late in last year or like beginning of the year. But his streams are full of positivity. He's a dope freestyler. I can't go, y'all know I'm a hip hop head, so I can't go without like if you sub or follow his channel, he instantly breaks out in the freestyle, which is one of the dopest things I've seen any streamer do. The artwork you see on his screen is his creation. And like I said, he's one of the most positive cats I've run into in streaming, and he interacts with everyone. So I would like you guys to welcome One Hero Gaming to our channel, to our show tonight as we interview him. So shouts out to you, sir. I'm gonna let you take the floor and introduce yourself.
Well, basically, I want to say shout out to you, gentlemen, for inviting me onto the podcast. To even want to hear what I have to say or what I'm about. It's definitely appreciated. I'm eternally grateful for it, and I look forward to being able to, I guess, get to know you a little bit more, to know a little bit more behind Nerd Flow podcast, besides just young Jeanette as well. And I appreciate what you guys are doing for creators of color. Funny enough, since I've been on Twitch, I've had more problems with creators of color against me for not being black enough, not being a father, not being hood enough, whatever it may be, So to meet other people that share the same skin color as me, that are looking to do something just as good or if not better than what I'm trying to do, it means a lot. So thank you for having me on.
No
Appreciate
problem.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah. So let's just get into the guts of things. How did you get into streaming, and just tell us your story. How did you get into streaming, and what has your experience been like?
So I just came up on 2 years. I just realized it because I've had 2 subscribers recently resub for 2 years now. So that and alone in itself was crazy because I just came back from almost a 2 week hiatus, where before that I was on the verge of quitting streaming altogether. But I started playing because I was playing a lot of video games and I had a lot of cool moments happen offline playing Call of Duty. You wipe out a whole team or you do this spectacular play and there's nobody around to see it. And I was like, okay, cool. So I'm gonna rely on Call of Duty's theater mode to capture my moments. Fail because most of the time it would cut out halfway through, the footage would be messed up, the audio would be messed up. So I was like, I'll try recording. My computer said, no, sir, I cannot do recording. You can find somebody else to do that job, just not me. And then I moved forward with trying to do streaming, and I basically had to go and sell a bunch of my old basketball cards to get a graphics card good enough to put into my current streaming PC that'll allow me to be able to stream from my console. So that's pretty much what did it. I was already gaming anyway, but I was like, why not see if this turns into something? Plus, with me doing comic book stuff like that prior, I found a way just to be more creative. And, a lot of people bought into my creativity with comic book stuff because of who I was, not because of what I was doing. So I'm like, well, if people believe in me or they think I'm not interesting or want to get to know more about me, then here I am. I'll try streaming out.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
It's cool.
Hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, I know for me, I've been trying to stream. I just can't get my stuff together as far as my computer issues. But I know you just said you've had more content creators of color to be against you because feeling like you're not black, them feeling like you're not black enough. I've been in a bunch of your streams where I've looked like your hype train gets the crew, the stream gets hype. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always live and full of positivity. So like sometimes we're our own worst enemy. So just tell me what that experience was like for you, and Like, what made you feel like you needed to quit streaming? Because like I could never see
It,
that for you.
it's funny because nobody really ever could, and I had a lot more people that were upset with me for even bringing it to their attention that I wanted to. But since I've started, I've never been one to be quiet. I've been very outspoken. And I think one of the biggest things that I made the mistake of, and I still don't regret it, was speaking out loud about lurking. I said I didn't get it. People said, "Well, how do you not get it? It's lurking. People are choosing to support you." And I said, "Really? So what happens if you spent 2 years making your best CD ever, and then the three you three gentlemen work together making a CD, spend all your hard-earned time doing it because it's hard work, it's work, it's just like streaming is. You produce a CD, I buy it. You pass me 6 months later and go, hey man, what's going on? You bought the CD. What'd you think about it? I didn't listen to it. What do you mean? I bought it and I put it on the shelf. That should be good enough, right? I supported you. But did you even? No, man. You want me to listen to it too? Like, come on, bro. I bought this thing. I bought your CD out of everybody else's. Like, shouldn't that be good enough? I use that comparison to try to make a difference. Some people said I agree, but I disagree. Some other people said you're ungrateful. You try to control your community. You're entitled. Yada yada yada. And I said no. That's just my opinion, and that's just how I view it. That's not to say that I don't appreciate it, but if you ask, I'm supposed to answer, not lie to you, right? Like I was always told never to lie, but to be truthful. So why would I be punished for telling the truth when all I was doing was being myself from the get go?
Right.
Oh, it's because I wasn't who you wanted me to be, or because I don't bow down to kiss feet or walk on eggshells to protect fragile egos or mindsets or care what people think of me. That's just being a person living your life, if I'm not mistaken. So that was one of the biggest downfalls, apparently, of mine. Apparently, other people getting to know me and stuff like that. There's things that I tolerate. There's things that I don't. And I guess it was just a lot of things that I have aspirations with. A lot of things were just basically taken in the wrong context. From me being outspoken or me putting a lot of things that I try to do that I want to accomplish out there, it looks like I'm bragging or whatever. So I've heard it all, from private messages to being called out on stream, you name it.
I mean, like honestly, like looking at the situation, I mean, I would think if I'm not, I think it was before you took a 2 week break, like a couple weeks. You made affiliate or something happened that was I'm trying to remember what it was. That it was something major that happened with you with streaming that you were talking about, and everybody was congratulating you. Could you
It
refresh my memory on that?
it was probably that I recently was approached by a partnered streamer that plays Call of
Uh,
Duty and asked me to be their editor.
oh, okay, okay,
But I've been affiliate for over a year now.
okay, okay.
Well, 2 years honestly. I just realized. But
I
yeah, no,
mean,
no, nothing major has happened. No, as far as partner go, I just made the announcement that I'm gonna make a push for it, and the reason why is because I'm doing things my way, just by just being me, not caring what I play, not playing the latest game. Just if I'm gonna do it, I'd rather do it by being me. And if I don't make it, at least I know I was being myself.
now I can admit that you have a variety of games you play. You don't just play one game or whatever. You go through, and then if people ask you questions, you are truly one of those people that are willing to answer the question. Like I was asking you about your artwork and everything like that because as you can see behind me, I'm an
Hmm.
anime head, and
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
I've been an anime head since I was like I'm gonna be 36 years old this year. I've been an anime head since anime became popular.
Hmm.
Like when I lived overseas as a like kindergarten, I was an anime head because it was different from our cartoons over here. So that's what like when I saw you playing talking about Naruto and dude intro is ill. Y'all, he does it straight away. He throws on the costume, the hoodie. I feel like All Might is probably his favorite character in all of the universe. But like seriously, dude is on another level, and that's why I think his community is so hype because he's really and genuinely being himself.
Hmm.
So my next question is, did you have? Are you still considering stepping away from streaming? And if not, what's next for you?
So I had a recent situation where, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. You guys watch anime, so you know Hunter x Hunter, right?
Yeah,
Would you say that that show itself promotes pedophilia in any way, shape, or form? Like legitimately, it's times like their stamp of approval because all of America is shown it over TV and networks. Do you feel like that?
I never thought about it.
Somebody does. Somebody was on their stream that I was a part of. They were a part of my community. I was a part of theirs, telling their community why they should never watch it, but because it promotes this, and this is why I won't watch it. I was like, okay, that's wrong. The person's not after adolescence for sexual favor, it's for the lust of power. No, it's not. They're promoting pedophilia and his pedophilic energy of Hisoka. Okay, so you won't watch it because of this. Just like I'm pretty sure you've heard one person say it, they won't watch Black Clover because Asta's annoying. He yells and screams too much. You've heard it. Anybody's heard it.
Everybody says that because Asta's annoying. And I mean, anime period comes from a different culture than ours.
Correct.
Yep.
And that's what I was trying to
So
explain. And it turned into this whole blowout. Where I
yeah,
was accused of supporting pedophilia and that
wow.
I was wrong for saying that. And I'm like, you can't compare a pedophile to a child, is what you're telling me? Okay, cool. But long story short, there was a longtime community member for almost 2 years. There was a mod of mine, left the community for whatever reason, I don't know. I've had a lot of people up and leave or give me reasons on you want to be partner. I don't want to be partner. I want to just go with the flow. That's too much for me. I don't want to deal with you. You feel like you own your community, blah, blah, blah. There's been a list of people telling me what I need to do and what I'm not doing versus I appreciate you for what you are doing. But long story short with that, he took it and tried to run with it. I lost what four mods, and like four of the community members to that whole situation, and it was really crazy that that happened, and I just didn't understand why. And I'm like, because I stood up to somebody that was giving misinformation. Because it's like, how does millions of people love a show like that if it promotes that? Just answer that question for me. No, you're trying to make me sound stupid. Am I though? Or did you discover that you sound stupid and now you don't want me to, you know? So when that happened, I was like, okay, cool. Then it came to another person having another issue, physically threatening people via Twitter, me via Twitter. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I took a step back and I said, wait. So we're gaming, we're streaming, and people are taking this to a personal level. Why? Because I'm unbothered by your reasoning or whatever? Cool, sure, that's fine. If I step away, they'll go away. I step back, they go step forward. No, you go your way, I go mine. Don't continue to try to prove a point to prove that I'm this person you want me to be when I'm not. I'm not a bad guy. I know that. I can sleep at night. So all of that happened, and long story short, with that happening, people leaving the community, then trying to pull the community to their benefit, I took a step. I said, if you think it's that important, I'll take a break. If you take every the viewers, you take everybody, take it all. I don't care. I'd rather come back to 0 followers, zero viewers, so I could just play my games and enjoy myself, be out the spotlight. Um, then I said, if I can't get that, if they're going to continue to bother me, I'll leave it all. They can have it all. I'll quit because my happiness is far more important than status or whatever they think I'm trying to hold on to. Everybody said, if you leave, we're not going to leave. We're not going to go follow those people anyway. So then everybody's going to be lost without one of their favorite people because of a few jerks. So why do that to us? And I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to take a little bit longer break and see if I really want to come back mentally, physically, spiritually. And as I sat on the outside looking in, I started to see a lot of reasons on why I was targeted so much. And it's because of the viewership that I had and the community that I had. Like how you just spoke very highly of the community. People
Yeah.
want that. They want that. So they're like, if I take him out, I'll get that. It's like, no, they're here for me, not you. Like, they're not even here for the game. They're just here for me because of who I am. If you can't produce that, don't take it out on me by trying to get them. Like, find a better way to be you. And you've heard me say that to a lot of people. Greatness lives within. It begins with us. It ends with us. But most importantly is that it starts with us. But if you don't have it, that ain't my fault. So why take it out on me? And a lot of people do that. That's what I've dealt with, I think, the most is people are like, how is he getting it? I'm better than him. Then go be greater than me. But I'm not getting the results. What do you want me to do? I can host your channel. I can raid over to you. But if they leave, they leave. You can't come fight me on it. So that's what it was.
But you only validating because this is what I wanted to get to the crux of. I've heard horror stories about Twitch, and I'm starting to see. Twitch, yeah, and I see we got Trovo. What's it called?
You got Trovo Live. You got Facebook Gaming.
Like I feel like these new communities opening up, gaming streaming platforms opening up because of the horror stories that are going in or that are in Twitch.
It's not Twitch. I would say it's not Twitch. It's the fact that streaming is so mainstream now that it's so accessible that anybody thinks they can do it, right?
Right.
It's the same thing as if we go out and play basketball right now. There's that guy out there that thinks they can hoop, that can't hoop for worth a lick, but because they got their boys with them saying, yeah, man, you're the next LeBron, bro. You know, yeah, you got it. They think they can do it. They go out there, they try to do it, and then they fail. Now they're mad at the world. Well, I got 2,000 followers, and it took only 8 years, but I got it. And why I'm not partner yet? Because it was never about Twitch and the viewership and everything. It was you. Twitch's main crux is that they're trying to give everybody a participation medal. No, lurking's fine. I've seen people retweet. I've seen people put up a thing about lurking is great, and I appreciate every person that lurks. 500,000 retweets, 150 followers. You mean to tell me 500,000 people retweeted your stuff to validate how they feel about getting their participation medal for helping somebody out, but they didn't go follow you even though you spoke the truth? Tupac was speaking the truth and he had tons of fans. Why not you? Because it's not truth. It's just making everybody feel better. They want people to tell them what they want to hear. So Twitch is full of a lot of people that are chasing that imaginary clout, that imaginary, I feel good, I'm popular, I'm famous. And then when they realize, well, I'm not as famous as the next person, then they go into Kim Kardashian mode and they want to take them out to become the top person in the Hiltons.
Oh, so, man, nice analogy.
So that's what it is, and that's what the problem is. Somebody looks on, because I step back now. I'm looking at my channels I follow, and there's not just probably one person close to what my average viewership is. So think about that from the standpoint of people that are looking for where they can go to get this clout, to get this energy, or to get this acceptance. They see this positive guy giving out this positive energy, and they're like, oh, baby, time to take my toxic buck in there and make myself feel like I'm going to be great again. Then they come in, they get to feeling good, and then all of a sudden that facade fades, and then they show who they really are. And then that's when I go, no. I hit them with the Gandalf, you shall not pass here. And the next thing you know, I'm the enemy because I didn't let you come in here and run amok and be a mess. So and now I'm the bad guy.
It's your channel.
It doesn't matter. I'm the nice guy. And remember, they have the ego. They have a want, and I'm supposed to fulfill that want. So if I don't, then I'm the enemy. And that's what's happened so much. I had a person tell me because I want to be an influencer for brands and go to cons, I can't be associated with you anymore because I want to be regular.
So they like J. Cole said, he want to be a small time villa, and you got bigger dreams. So you on another.
If your dreams don't scare you, they ain't big enough. That's how I live my life. Like, why am I being judged by that? Oh, because you're viewing us as one and the same. We're not. We're cut from two different cloths. And a lot of people just don't want to hear that reality. I'm supposed to be the guy to tell you, yes, Young, you're going to be the greatest streamer ever. You're going to surpass Nick Merckx, Ninja, XQC, and everybody in the world. I'd be lying to you if I said that because we know it's going to be a very hard task to do. So it's not my job to fill you up with dreams. It's my job to inspire you to be the best you.
Exactly.
That's what I tried to do. People don't want that. They want all of the things for the wrong reasons. And Twitch is full of this hopes and dream chasing mentality. And I think a lot of people that have been streaming for at least a year, 6 months to 2 years, or if they find that rut, they need to take a break, 2 weeks to a month, just step back and just watch Twitch as an outsider. and you will literally learn where you need to avoid, where you need to be, and what you need to do. And that's what happened with me coming back recently. It's really crazy that you invited me to do this because I had one other person that wanted to, and I denied them. And I said because I wasn't fully ready. And then you asked me, and I said, perfect. I will come back and I will gladly talk to you because it's so much going on. I'm talking about people like wolves in sheep clothing. Like everybody else thinks they're this saint, and they really aren't. Like I'm talking about, I can pull out messages of stuff, and people will be like, oh, "Not him, not her." Yeah, the person you've been like, "Oh, hallelujah, you're the greatest, you're the greatest," is really a demon. Like, it's crazy how the thing is with Twitch. But it's not Twitch itself. The management and everything, they can't be in a million places at once. It's the mods can't be in a million places at once. So it really is up to you when you sign up to be a streamer to protect your ground. Because if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So a lot of people will stand for a little thing here and there, here and there. And then when things get going the wrong way, I want to change it. Too late now. You got to start out with a principle. You got to start out with boundaries. You got to start out with goals and realistic ones too. And I think that it's just really because it's this open door. It's like high school. Everybody's like, come on in. And then you got those people that will be the valedictorian, the salutatorian, the 4.0 students. And then you have those that won't. But people don't look at it this way because it's streaming and it's easy to do. There's people right now that want to be in the NBA. Well, I can't be in the NBA. Why? Because I'm 5 foot. That didn't stop Muggsy Bogues or Spud Webb. So why come over to streaming and do this because it's easy? No. It's not easy. I want to do this. But what did you really want to do? Be a scientist. Why aren't you doing it then? People are using this as like a it's not even an escape or a retreat anymore. It's more like going for your GED. They got a real goal, a real dream, being a YouTuber. I don't want to do the editing and all this stuff, so I'm just gonna go stream. I've been there, done that. I know how that feels because I did it. But it's a lot more work into being a streamer because you have to be a content creator to succeed. It's not just about being a streamer. Anybody can pop on the camera. I'm using my phone as a camera right now. I don't have a camera, so I really can't stream. It's 2021.
So many different ways.
So it is so. Ways. I don't have a second screen. You have a tablet. You have a phone, right? You can read your chat. Put the screen in front of you. Put your phone to the side and read the chat. Do you really want to do it? Stop making excuses. That's why I'm here to try to tell people like, look, if I can do it from a 19-inch TV and a barely making it PC with a barely making it jet sounding, jet fuel consuming PlayStation 4, you know, if I can do it, you can too. But the difference with me is that there's a lot more qualities to me than just being a streamer. Like before I could even say a word, and a lot of people, they automatically love the fact that I'm musically inclined with being able to rap. That sets me apart from a lot of people. His comic book knowledge may separate him from me. Your knowledge, your two's knowledge of Spider-Man may separate you from me. Because there's a lot of people out there that love them some Spider-Man. And if they ask me, so what do you think about how Dr. Ock took mind control of Peter Parker and did the Mary Jane? Huh? What? I don't know. Versus they ask you that, oh yeah, man, that was in this book with Otto Octavius and blah blah blah. And I'm like, yep. So that's what it is people aren't really embracing what makes them special. And I think that's why I really want to be here. And I rediscover what my purpose is. And it's like for the people that want to be with me, that want to listen to what I have to say, my job is to show you that if you're going to stream, it's more than just streaming. It's about embodying everything about you. The love of anime, the love of comics, the love of baseball, basketball, football, stocks, whatever. Stop just getting on here and just playing a game. Get on here and make that show of 2 hours, not 18 hours. I swear for God, the people that stream for 18 hours, 17 hours, 12 hours, I'm grinding. No, you are not. You are running up an electric bill. Stop it. 2 hours, 3 hours, because ain't nobody watching. You after 30 minutes, they like, man, shoot, my normal show would have been over with by now. An hour in Game of Thrones and Walking Dead would have been over with by now. I'm done with you. I'm going on to the next thing. So stop doing all of that simple stuff, that stupid stuff, and really focus on what it is that makes you special, what it is that you like, what it is that you like to do, and do it. And if people like it, they like it. And if they don't, be okay with that. And not enough people are okay with that. Sorry about the long about way, but it is what it is. Streaming, it's about those that have what it takes and then have what people want, and then those that have what it takes but don't have what people want. That's really what it is in the story for me personally. Camera cut out, big dog.
So I want to get to this point about you not being black enough, because I think a lot of us in this atmosphere, I know when I moved from Germany back to the States as a kid, I had an accent. I didn't talk like I was from Mississippi, you know,
My
and
father's from
that
Greenville, by the way.
from where?
Greenville.
That's where we from.
From
We all from Greenville, bro.
That's why I wanted to make sure I said that. I know.
what?
Oh wow.
Yo,
Wow.
that is dope.
Small freaking world. Small
But
world.
very small world. But you know, when you don't talk a certain way or you're different, your interest on the line. I grew up in a like when I moved back to the States, I grew up in a project. So yes, I have that side of me. But I got those other qualities where I know how to code switch really good. Because, you know, in my previous jobs, I used to work for IBM. So when I worked for IBM, they had no idea. It was one person there that was my manager who was from Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
And he had to pull me to the side and he said, I'll be glad. He heard the little slips in the accent. And he was like, I'll be glad when you'll start just actually being you and stop catering to these old white guy. But he said, when you stop catering to these white folks trying to not be yourself. So I just want to know, as far as you, like, why do people feel that? Because I mean, I don't know where you're from, what area of the country you're from, or anything like that. But I talk to with my job now, I talk to people from all over the United States, and we all black people, and we all sound different depending on the region we're from.
Right. I'm from
So
Michigan.
okay,
Detroit, Michigan.
Motor City.
Yeah.
So I mean, who's coming at like I'm not
So
gonna
so
say
I'll tell
who.
you, I won't say that people have actually said it. It's just been more proven to me. So um again, the first instance was that I've had more problems with streamers of color. Trying to make a community with them, trying to be a part of their community, trying to befriend them, trying to befriend me, get to know me or whatever. I think that just goes back to that whole part of it with this just being content creators competition. So the crawfish mentality of that, you know, one crawfish can get to the top, the other crawfish are gonna pull the other one back down. And then when it comes to reaching out to other communities, we all know how people can be very territorial. You know, this is mine, this is my stuff, this is what I built. You know, everybody has that uh temptation mentality. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. They come to see me. So
The David
that's what
Ruffin mentality.
I've experienced a lot of David Ruffins, especially in partnered African American streamers. But just trying to fit into the community and then realizing that their humor, what they like to talk about, what it takes to get into the community, to be a part of their community, to be involved with them, it just ain't me. And that's when I was like, well, maybe I'm just not cut out for that. But then when I'm like, okay, let me try a few more communities, and community after community, I'm like, yeah, nope. It don't fit in here. I don't fit in there. I don't fit in here. I don't fit in there. So I was like, it's weird that outside of that, outside of that skin color and mindset, anywhere else I go, hey, what's going on? Welcome in. And I'm like, what in the multiverse am I dealing with here? How can I not connect with my own people because they won't let me in? It's just weird.
You got a home here at Nerdflow. I'm part of the Cape Crew. I'm on your Discord. But you got a home here at Nerdflow and Hip Hop Reach, just because I'm finna segue into your hip hop background from you being from Motor City, from Detroit. So I know you got it in you. I hear you spit your freestyles, and yo, I can literally say, me being a former rapper, I listen to bro the way he can go and not say a single curse word is amazing to me because I'm like one of those. Y'all know y'all done had to get on my case before about my mouth. So I was just like, tell me we gonna get into the music. Like, how long you been rapping? I'm pretty sure it's been like since you was a kid. And
2005, six.
okay,
It's how long I've been at it. Yeah. Um. Again, another reason why I stopped that was because I was from Detroit. So you got a kid from Detroit. And I remember this. This is when I stopped. This was the moment that defined me to stop. Two reasons. One, the person that was supposed to push me said I sounded too much like another artist. Killed my whole motivation. Second one was I performed. You remember Young Berg? Hey,
yeah,
sexy lady. It
Yep.
was nice.
yeah.
Yeah, so he came to a city I was in, and they were looking. They did a held a competition for who was going to open for him. I beat out everybody else but this one guy named Young Illa. I was one hero. He was Young Illa. I went up there on that stage and I rapped my heart out to a song I made called Young Fly and Flashy. I'm thinking like this is Young Berg. He talking about some hey sexy lady. Young Fly Flashy. This is gotta two and two makes sense. He goes up there. FBs get money was his first line, and the crowd went crazy. I said, "Yep, I'm done." I said, "There's no way I go up there, young, fly, flashy, always with a cash beat. Girls holler at me if you're nasty." Everybody's like, and then the producer was like, "Bro, that's catchy. I like it." But he goes up there, FBs get money, and the whole crowd just went crazy. And I was like, maybe this just isn't for me. But mainly what it was for me though, like no joke, like all jokes aside, I never had any substance to my music. I liked metaphors too much, and my imagination would take over. So, in my mind, it all made sense. But how I portrayed it through metaphors, soliloquies, all that stuff, it didn't catch on to a lot of people. So,
Mm.
So
um,
you pretty much Lupe Fiasco them.
yeah, looking in the mirror, staring at my reflection, picturing an image, recognizing the legend. Yeah, it just set in, embedded in my membrane. No desire for fame, just remember the name. I came a long way. I walked a long road, fighting champion through the ranks for the goal. Pride driven on the mission, playing all the positions with my ear to the game as I begin to listen. I feel and hear its heartbeat grow weak, losing life, dripping blood. It has been cut deep. I feel my strength growing so far from beyond me, walking from Mount Olympus like a young Hercules. Now my mind is at ease. I finally touched down. No, yeah, Jay-Z, but tonight I run this town in the zone, ready for the throne. Man, I need the crown, ready to fight that battle until the last round. I
Let
love
me
the
get my split.
metaphors.
Let me get my Sway Callaway mode. Bars. Yo,
That was nerdcore rap before nerdcore rap existed. Now it exists,
but like that
but
was
that
my problem when I rap because I would use words like audacity or just not your common lyric. I would dig in the dictionary, and when Tip did it, it's cool. But when you got this guy making straight A's in school doing it, it don't look so cool. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So, I mean, I stopped rapping because I felt like my music was good, but nobody wanted to hear what I had to say. And like, I haven't rapped in a long. So, but to hear every time I hear you, I'm just like, bro, just go. And at the drop of a dime, as soon as your alert goes off, you into it. You'll just warm up for like 3 seconds, and just start rolling. And I was just like, bro, drop of a dime. Like you put him in a room and say go, he gonna go.
yeah, well, that was a good 6 months when I first started streaming that I was doing that to myself. Nobody watching.
I mean,
So
it's like that though. I have my moments when I'm in my car and I just hear a beat to a song and I just start freestyling, but it don't stick with me. You know,
mhm.
it's just a part of me that I can't let go. But I do it for myself just to
Yeah,
see if I still got it. which
Mm-hmm.
I know I still got it, but I don't want to present it to the rest of the world, you know.
Yeah,
So
that went out the window for me because, like I said, I did before all of this. I did music first, then I did the comic books. So I've been putting myself out there for the world to judge me, whether I asked for it or not, for years since 2006. You know, the book I wrote. You know, it's stupid that you made a black character. It's never gonna sell. Sorry, I'm not gonna be like that young black gentleman over there who made a white character based off Sasuke to sell his book. Just not gonna be me. Well, you're never going to succeed. And again, if I don't, at least I know I did it my way.
so with my screen name, Young Internet, Internet is a character that I created when I was 8 years old.
Oh, we talked about it because I asked you about your name. I remember.
Yeah. And the reason he is black and Japanese is because people always used to like when I was younger, I had a fatter face than this, and my eyes were tighter than this. And so one of my friends, she used to call me Chinese Doughboy. And everybody used to think that I had like some Asian or something in me. So it was just like, yo, that'll be a cool character that's black and Japanese. And I'm thinking like this that at first his original name was Star Kid, but then the movie Star Kid came out and I was ready to just so I changed it. I was just like, let me think of something. I just, I if I remember right, I got the internet name because back when before we knew what was actually being said in Street Fighter, it was something. It sounded like Ken was saying that with one of his moves. So I just took that and made it into a name. It has no real meaning or anything. It just something I put together because I misheard something.
Okay.
So, but I've been developing that character. I've been drawing comic books. Like my boy Zach Cole, we had this crew we would call the Dark Dragons. And like we were drawing the comic books, and what it was, we all had powers from other comic book characters, except my powers were anime characters that they didn't understand.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just like and then I got into the music when I was in high school, graduated high school in 2004, went to college, was still doing the music. After college, I think it was 2008, I did my last song ever. No, because I was featured on some stuff. And that's how like people was coming ask me to do features on stuff. So, but it's local and when people hear it, they were like, yo, that's Quinn. But if I'm on somebody else stuff, I'll get the accolades because at one point I was just saying I was the Loso of the South because I did my rhyme pattern after Fabulous. And I'll
Mm-hmm.
tell anybody like that, like I need the metaphors, I need the punchlines, but I'm gonna put it on the level where you gotta think about it. I don't want to just hand it to you. I
Mm-hmm.
want you to think about it. But and that's why, like, when I listen to you and I be sitting up there watching your stream, I'm just like, I wonder did they just get that line he just said? That's why I don't get a lot of the new music because I look for, I don't, I like, I like lyricists.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's why I got a lot of respect for you and your freestyles, bro. When it comes to
I appreciate that. I mean, if we want to make it, we just got to be like, hey, I get paid and the whip is red like Kool-Aid. Oh, I know what Kool-Aid is. This makes so much more sense. Hard bar. Thank you. I know. That's
and
all Lil
that's
Wayne
what
did. Lil Wayne pretty much exposed how stupid we had to be with a lot of his stuff because he rhymed it together really well, but it was some of the most simplest stuff. Yeah, baby, we balling like Rollins and Spalding. Oh yeah, I play basketball. Yeah, I know what ball Spalding is.
bro.
And the white
That's
people and the
why
white people are like Rawlings. Yeah, so I play a good volleyball and tennis with that Rawlings. So yeah,
That's
easy
why
peasy.
that's why like yes, I do like No Ceilings. That's out of all his mixtapes, No Ceilings is my favorite mixtape.
It's like
But
great
I
rapper, worst
always
thing to
felt
happen to the music industry.
but yeah, but like I always felt like Young Wayne was my favorite Wayne
Yeah.
because once he started dumbing the music down, it was just like, what are you doing? That's
Yeah,
why you
that's
could
why I
do
said
all
that's why I said best and worst thing to happen to music because he was the best thing during him when he was younger, but he kind of gave us what we have now, the type of rappers we have, because he did exactly that, like dumbing it down.
And I mean, that's why like my music category is Common, Talib Kweli, of course Kanye, Fabulous, and got Tip, but like I that's why I love Chameleonaire, which Chameleonaire, like a lot of people didn't get a lot of the punchlines Chameleonaire was throwing out there.
Boy,
He
they were
just
not.
sounded
Well,
good.
even the Riding Dirty song he became popular for. People are like, what do you like Riding Dirty? Riding where the police will then chastise you for good reason because you're riding dirty like bad plates. Oh, whoa. Yes, that's what he meant. God. Didn't know you had
So,
to break down something that simple.
bruh, like sometimes you gotta break that. Like people be like, that's why I feel like right now in this generation, like I don't feel like Logic, Jonah Lucas, J. Cole, Kendrick get his accolades. J. Cole get some of his, but I feel like he's still underrated. But Jonah Lucas, Logic, and Dave East, I feel are totally underrated.
Lin Manuel Miranda.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, but that's what it is. When they hear music like that, where it's requiring thought, they're going through their mind of the grandparents sitting them down, or the old head sitting them down, trying to lecture them about life. They don't want to hear it. They want to go back to the end of, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like whenever, like, okay, Young Fly Flashy, I get it, but you're somebody we can see in front of us and we can touch. So therefore, you're not Young Fly and Flashy. You're just a normal guy. But this guy, on the other hand, in front of us relates to me because I'm all about F the bees and get the money. And it's like, okay.
But you know what? Like, this is just what. No, I didn't talk to you about it. So just recently, they've been trying to cancel Eminem for old music that he did because we're in this new age where we can cancel anybody for anything. I mean, I had aspirations of being a politician, but I know if they go back and look at my past and see some of the stuff I got in trouble for, they were, well, when you were 6 years old, you got caught walking out the grocery store with a comic book that you didn't pay for, and you stole some nickel candy too.
Then you
So,
just say, well, your previous president stole somebody's hair and put it on his head. So what's the difference? Well, he paid for it. Oh, okay, got it.
steal somebody else. But like we're in this age, but I mean, as far as music, like our other podcast, the Hip Hop Rejects, we ended up coming with that name because we were rejecting the new hip hop that was coming out. I got tired of like so many rappers sound the same, bro.
Now,
Like,
that's do you now? I'm okay with making fun of it, but I also understand and respect the art behind it. The reason why is because what he just said. That's what they were birthed into, was that type of music.
I mean, we started out with that. That was the reason behind the name. But like now we're open, we
Of course.
minds change. You evolve. I can listen to Lil Baby. I can listen. I'm still not a fan of the Migos. I don't care what nobody say. I just
Oh,
can't
come
rap.
on, they make good music though.
It's
Oh,
all the
they
sound
they
of.
make they make good music. That's
I never was a Lil Boosie fan. I get.
you couldn't respect the INDEPENT.
He can
I'm
spell
a
it. That's about
Webby.
it.
I'm a Webby fan. I'm a Webby fan. I just could. Boosie voice annoyed me.
He's a very good speller. That's literally it.
But it was just like I feel like everybody entitled to their
Of
opinions
course, of course.
about everything. So if I said people be like, you don't like Boosie, but like Webby, like I mean,
I
even though
mean,
the rap style was elementary,
I
I
take
mean
neither.
he
No
made
way.
huh.
I said I take neither. I promoted for Webby when he first came out, and yeah, Boosie's his voice. Yeah,
His voice was just annoying to me. I mean, Webby said red truck, blue truck, green truck, black truck, suburban excursion, that Tahoe, that lack truck. No in-depth bars at all, but it knocked.
okay. But
that's some
but
very
also but so did but so did Watch Me Yule It when it really was Watch Me Do It with Soldier Boy. So I mean,
Exactly.
everybody kept saying Yule It. I'm like, I don't know why we talking about Christmas like Maritai Yule It, but okay, Yule Do It, but it's cool versus Do It. I'm
So,
like, y'all gonna sit here and just make a fool of yourselves, and then okay, cool.
but I feel like he even started saying "you" because everybody else
He
started
Well,
did.
saying,
he had no choice. He didn't know what he was saying. He was trying to kiss somebody through the phone. You remember? So
yeah. Like Soldier Boy wasn't one of the ones I caught on to either. But I mean, I ain't gonna hold you up
I
too
don't
much
think
longer,
intelligence caught on to him either.
man. I think I
But no,
like
I was from Detroit, man. So everybody wanted to know about the hustle, and I wasn't from that. So that's why I wasn't black enough in that area. I had both parents in my life, even though they weren't together and stuff like that. But I'm like, look, so because and then another part of it too was that there was this lady that got up there and she rapped about her hustle, but she rapped about how her struggle through life of not being able to be pretty enough. She was a big girl, wasn't the prettiest, but her flow was solid. I'm talking about like Queen Latifah solid, and everybody that was like a music head was in the room going, "Yeah, she got it." Everybody else was like, "Can you bring back Young Ella with the bottles and the women?" You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's just the problem when you go out into the world is that there's so many different aspects and directions things can go, and it's the same thing. They can go right back to Twitch. You can make your music because I mean, there's a lot of people out there that probably feel the same way like you do. They refuse to do things the way that they have to succeed. Do you know how many times I've been told that the reason why I'm not going to blow up is because I won't commit to one game?
Yeah, that's a.
It's
That's
true
that
though.
is
It is true. I can tell you right now, off
too
of hand,
strong.
of the five partner streamers that I follow, they've said it multiple times on stream. Oh, when Animal Crossing came out, I used that and got partnered within a year. I mean, I played it, but I played other games offline. I kept my stream short. I played that game and somehow it took off for me. Apex Legends, back before Twitch was mainstream, it was come by for the new Monday Night SmackDown of Joe Schmo, Raymond's Wrestling Federation, where you create your wrestler. Just subscribe for $5 a month, and you can subscribe, and you can be a wrestler. But yeah, you come and do that, so you get your 75 viewers by people coming in, creating their wrestlers, and watching their wrestlers do that. NBA 2K, Call of Duty, Apex Legends. Those were the games that partnered people, and you stick with the one game, become that person to do that. But the problem is, it's so mainstream now. You can't play those five games because everybody is being
Buddy,
told to play those five
those five
games.
games.
So you go out to do your own thing, and yes, it's going to take a lot longer. Oh, we'll go do social media. TikTok's for your personality. If you're not the main character in your life and in your story, don't go to TikTok because it's not going to work. Instagram, do you live a lavish life or live anything close to where people could be fooled to think it's a lavish life? Good luck to you. YouTube, do you want to edit? Edit, man. How do you edit? Yeah, then don't worry about YouTube. So now your limits are down to I'm just gonna stream. I'm gonna round it out via streaming. Cool. Twitch has zero discoverability. People can type in your name if they know your name, but Twitch is not going and funneling through and recommending various streamers to you.
Right.
So
and the way I read across you was recommendation from our other podcast co-host, Dope Gamer, and he
mhm.
was just like, "Yeah," I was just like, "Yo, y'all show me some." I was new to Twitch, and they was just like, I was like, "Y'all show me some streamers to watch." And he was like, "I got the perfect person for you to go and watch." And he was just like, "You, I promise you, you'll like him." And I came, followed, watched a few streams. I was like, "Dude, dope. I can get with this. I like this atmosphere, and I can literally get in here and talk anime with other people that know anime and watch a dope game. Like what we like you brought up old school games you'll like to see remade. We talk about that all the time. Like so,
But
I
you see
mean, I
that
just
conversation popped off that night because everybody and their mother came out the woodworks talking about the Ninja Turtles would be a very good one to be made like the Avengers game is recently and stuff like that. So yeah, man, it's my community wasn't where I wanted it to be. prior to that because it was full of a lot more streamers. And what happened over time was that people were coming by and lurking just for me to hopefully raid them. I got you tabbed for the 8th time. I've only been streaming for 30 minutes. I know you got me tabbed, but I'm not gonna raid you because of that. Um, the other people that were getting close to the biggest thing for me was people that really wanted what others had, or they would try to fake it till they made it. And that was probably my biggest thing was that I was trying to find a balance on how to be a nice guy, to continue to be the positive, uplifting person, but to where it was beneficial. And what I really realized was that I looked at it, I'm like, I had over 150 people in this Discord, 140 streamers. That's where I went wrong. I know way too many. I would tell anybody to this day, I'm going to start out streaming. Pick you 5 great streamers so you can make friends, content, push each other, and innovate, inspire, all that stuff. Leave the rest of it alone. Don't network with not another person unless you truly end up connecting with them through conversation on streaming. You pop in one day, but do not make it a point to go on network. All you're gonna do is follow into this hole and follow for follow. There's people that will follow me, sub to me, and then 1 month later, if I don't go back and follow them, sub them, leave. I can't keep doing all of this stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's driving me nuts. So I said, cool. I'm gonna wait, let everybody forget about me, which everybody did, thank God. So I can get back to just streaming to those viewers. A lot of the viewers have turned into streamers. God bless you. Hope you make it. It's very tough out there. Um, that's why it's harder to make partner, by the way, too. A lot of the viewers are becoming streamers, or because I've asked a lot of streamers too. When did you start streaming? Oh, I watched this one streamer and I loved him so much I thought I could do it. Really? What did you want to do before that? Be a scientist. You just gave up on being a scientist because you watched this person and said, "Oh, streaming's easy. I can do that too."
Oh, as
I
far,
Too many Indians, not enough Chiefs. I mean, or too many, yeah.
well,
so I know for
I
for
don't like the fact
me,
that people forget their dream, chasing a real dream. Like they forget their goal to chase a dream, and it's a difference. Like stick with the goal, especially if it's something that speaks to you and that you love to do.
Right.
and it's like I see you guys, and it's just like I wanted to stream so bad. I'm not gonna lie to you, I really wanted to stream, but now I just want my gaming PC not to stream, but to play games with people that I know that are into the PC realm. And because I've been strictly console most of my, all of my life, so I'm just trying to get into PC gaming, and just to be able to do my podcast and stuff. I feel like being on, not being on Twitch as a streamer, but as a podcast. So
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm not a good gamer. Like you put me on Street Fighter, yeah, I could play Street Fighter all day. I could play Dragon Ball games all day. But I recently started getting into the Naruto games and was getting my butt handed to me. So I was just like, yeah, I'm not good at this. My variety of games that I play in don't it. I had to analyze myself to see if that would be good for me to be a streamer, and it's
That
not gonna be.
is what more people need to do.
It's not gonna be good for me. I don't know how to keep people's attention like that.
Do you want
You
it to be
you
handed to you? Do you want it to be handed to you where people kind of keep telling you, no, 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 keep going, just keep doing it. You got to do it.
Self-reflection is something we all need to do more of as humans. But I understand we gotta.
I was called petty for making that a statement. Sorry.
Oh no, man,
That's not petty at all. No, just being real with yourself.
man. I'm gonna tell you this right here. I used to have this saying that I used to say, like my first mixtape I did by myself. It was called "Be Real," and the saying in that mixtape was "Be real," because if you can't be real with you, then who else can you be real with? You have to stand in the mirror every day. I had to stand in the mirror every day and break myself down and then build myself back up. Because if you don't analyze yourself and see what your flaws are, what your strengths, your weaknesses is, you'll never grow. So I have to attribute me doing it to a lot of people in my life. And then when I see someone else doing the same and telling people the same thing, I'm just like, this is a like-minded person. So, what I'm saying, your energy that you were throwing out was what kept me coming back to your streams. So I mean, I salute you for that, sir. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you're one of the most positive people I know that's in streaming. And you got some of the funniest commands. So like bro got some crazy commands. And it was just like I see all of that. And it wasn't just me saying, no, I can't be on that caliber. It was me saying, with everything I got going on, do I have time to build that? And I had that's a reflection. I don't have time to build that. I'm too busy trying to build podcast and run my other business and do my job.
Right. Think about it. If you
So
came to my stream one day and I was like, all right, guys, I'm taking all the commands out. I'm just going to focus on being just a straight up professional Call of Duty gamer. You'd be scratching your head. You really would be scratching your head. But if I said from now on, this is only going to be a stream dedicated to music and anime, you'd be like, makes sense. That makes sense. Because it's self reflection. Like, I literally, when I first came back, I wasn't playing games on stream. Why? Because I noticed that what brought people in to talk was talk, to communicate, to interact with me. So why would you not give that? And a lot of people hide behind gaming instead of facing the music on what is it that makes you special. If you feel like trying to stream and talk about snails is going to be embarrassing for you, don't talk about snails. Talk about the things you love. Make your stream be the extension of who you are. Don't sit up here and put on a Superman shirt when you're really a Batman fan. Because you know everybody likes Batman more than Superman. Oh, because Superman's a Mary Sue. If you like Superman, you like Superman. And like you said, self-reflection, self-inflection. That's why I always try to speak on, guys, look, I am going to continue to be this way. You're going to either like me or you're going to hate my guts, but I will not change. I will grow and evolve and I will adapt, but I will still have the same core to myself as I grow and change. A lot of you need to do the same thing. Believe in yourself. And if you don't believe in yourself, take time until you do. Take time until you find what you love. Take time until you find what you want, what you need, because that's what makes things special. Anybody can get on here and play a video game and just sit here. Oh, oh. But not once did you say, hey, y'all, this guy's a phenomenal gamer. Did you?
hmm.
You never did. It was about who I am and what I put out there as far as being me. The same thing is if somebody says, dude, I like the Nerd Flow podcast because of the chemistry you three have, the jokes you bounce off of one another, the way somebody responds when you say, I don't like Miles Morales. What? Yeah, I like the way he responds when you get into that because you guys are crazy and you have a good time. It's your chemistry. It's not about what you talk about, it's who you are. We are the creators, but we also are the content.
Correct.
So we ain't gonna keep you too much longer, hero. You like me, you gotta get up early in the morning.
I get it.
If you want,
I warned about my welcome. I get it. Young, my
no,
bad.
you haven't.
No,
Because I was
No.
just gonna say, if you want to stick around, we finna get into some topics, and if you want to, we'd love to have your opinion on these topics we're about to get into. I mean, you know, do you want to stick around?
I would love to, man, but I really can't because it's my first day back off the vacation, so my time clock is already all over the place. I know I'll be waking up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, going, "Am I on time? It's 3 a.m. I got time to sleep." It'd be late. Let's lock it up.
Man. So, but I do appreciate you coming through, man. I will
Truly,
be
truly
shooting
appreciate
through
it.
the next.
Really do.
I'll be shooting through the next stream. Hopefully, I can shoot through the next stream. You do,
You
like I
missed the
said,
last two.
I've been like when I say I've been super busy
No,
and
I know, I know.
my family, but
Yeah, I
again,
said it because you were there in the stream. Remember? I was just
yeah.
joking with you.
Oh, see, I told you things been going on, man. My mind everywhere, but I had enough of I had my mind right because I really wanted to do this interview with you. So I wish
I
I
appreciate it. I really do, man. Like the last few months, I've been helping out a lot of people behind the scenes, like being an unsung hero, and only two people have made it public. like as in just showing some kind of form of appreciation or admiration. I've had more people that will say it behind closed doors, but not put it out there, and that's how I know it's fake and not real. So the fact that you were even willing to do that, and just to have another person that has something that they create, another creator decide to share nice words about me, because when you can view me as competition, it means a lot, and it's truly important for me because I've been trying to build it where we're far away from the day where one person can do it on their own.
True.
If they're gonna make it, it's gonna take a tribe to build the village, and people don't want to believe that. People think, oh, you're just because you're the most popular when you're trying to do it. If I'm the one that leads it, doggone it, let me lead it and get us across the water. Once I get us across the water, we build. Well, no, I want it to be me. You can't even lift up 2 pounds. That's besides the point. I feel like I should do it. All right, go ahead. 2 years later, I could have been carried across the water. We could be going, but your pride, your ego won't let it go. So that's what a lot of the people and a lot of the streamers are. They're all so self-centered and self-focused, and they don't want it to be somebody else. They want it to be them, even if they're not capable. But if they get to the right area, they can farm their ground, they can farm their crops, and then be profitable. But that's
Everybody plays a
neither-
role. Everybody
Right.
plays a role.
and we
You
don't know
gotta
who
play
it
your
could
role.
be. Yeah, tomorrow it could be one of y'all that pops off with one random post, and next thing you know, you're on the top cover of Times Magazine, or you're the next partner streamer. You don't know that, but to say it's got to be this way, no, it doesn't.
I
And
mean,
that's everybody's important. Everybody's important, and everybody has a pivotal point, key role. Absolutely.
if you look at me and Royalty, we've been podcasting what 6 years, right?
5-6 years, yeah.
5-6 years. I learned early on I don't have the voice that he has to be the host. So I learned that wasn't my role. That's his role as the host.
Mm-hmm.
I can fill in when he's not feeling well or something like that. But I know my role is to work and gather content and gather guests and do that. Like everybody has a part to play, and I don't have to be out front, standing in front, in order for myself to be important.
And I'm the shy one. That's the thing. That's the crazy thing.
But he has a better voice to announce things. I don't mind being out front, but if I don't need to be out front, then I don't need to be out front.
Yep.
You can hear his voice. He sounds better than me. I got this weak voice. Now I can get down there, deepen it a little bit.
You want to know something funny? I'm sorry. I happen to just look over at my Twitter, and there's a very prominent anime streamer, and talks about it, father and everything. Proud dad moment. My son is addicted to Hunter x Hunter. What that show promotes. But I'm I'm like, it's
If you don't understand the Japanese culture, then you shouldn't. I've always
what father would post that if you know what I mean? Like, do you understand? I
Bro,
really would.
Ren Stimpy.
I'm glad somebody was in the room with me when it happened, because they tried to lie on me so bad. And the worst part is I was banned from their stream when it happened live on stream, to where my words were not coming up, so you couldn't see what I was responding with. So they really ran with that to lie. And I'm like, you're telling me Hunter x Hunter really is built like that, and you gonna have people believe it? Nah, no. And then after that day, so many people were coming out of left field about Hunter x Hunter, and I'm sitting there going, you look stupid now, don't you?
My thing is, you could say anything about anime. Oh, it's overly sexualized, or you if you don't understand the culture, you really shouldn't speak on it.
After they just had a big conversation about I hate anime fans sometimes because they're gatekeeping. But you know what? Never mind.
Now, I'm
Like
gonna
I
tell you
said,
what.
you'd be surprised, man. There's a lot of people in the streaming community that I've encountered that just really, I wish you guys really knew who you guys were in cahoots with, man. Some of you, like even you, young man, I just wish you knew some of the people you rubbed elbows with and rubbed shoulders with. But it's not my place. I'm not built like that.
Yeah,
That's part of why I chose myself as the hero. People ask you, why'd you choose hero? You're being an egotistical person. No, I've actually been a hero because I've sacrificed a lot and done a lot of stuff and taken a lot of pain for a lot of people or done with a lot of stuff. Like a lot of the stuff I dealt with on the back end as far as the streamer, people coming into the Discord, promoting themselves, telling people, if you don't go and follow my Twitter, I'm gonna tell Hero he's gonna ban you. He's gonna kick you. People misusing my name, but I have to handle it behind closed doors to not crumbles. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so much I've had to.
I mean,
So
me
that's
personally,
why I wanted to quit. That's why it's because there's so much people don't know that even if I brought it out to the light and said, "Hey, young, this person, hey, yo, this person," you'd be like, "Oh man, I don't know, I don't want to get in the middle of it, or that just seems bad," or and then I'm the bad guy. So I have to stomach all of this stuff. I can only talk about it lightly between here and there because everybody doesn't want to get the illusion broken of I'm one hero, the positive guy. I have to keep this facade, even though people are trying to break it down,
well,
and I
I
have
know.
nobody to help me but me. You know what I
And the
mean?
thing is, I understand we all human, and we have these points where we have disagreements, and things with everybody. I was new to this community, so when I first came into your stream, and when I first came into a lot of other black streamers, I said I came into here because I want to support black streamers, because as a black content creator with podcasts, I know what it's like to not have your own supporting you. So what I wanted to do is come in and support black streamers. Yes, I befriend some of them, and when I jump in, they conversate with me and whatnot, and I hear things behind the scenes and stuff. But I do this because I don't want anybody thinking I'm playing a role in anything.
Of course,
Yeah,
of
because
course.
I'm not. I'm not. I don't talk about people behind their back. If I have something to say to you, I'm going to say it to you. So
Yep.
I'm like I said, I'm 35 years old, man. I ain't never been scared. Only man I was scared of was my granddaddy when he grabbed the belt. I ain't never been scared of nobody else walking.
And that's how I am. That's why I said most of the stuff I've had people look at me crossways or get mad about is because I spoke out. I'm like,
Uh,
well, what's the worst you gonna do? Unfollow me, ban me, condemn me? Like, okay. I mean, but and I don't. And you've been in most of my streams. I don't say anything out of pocket. I just keep it real most of the time, and it's hard to not keep it real. That's just how you're supposed to be.
I feel you.
But I won't hold you up. I'll get off my soapbox. I appreciate it, man.
Hey yo, man. Like again, I said we appreciate you coming through. I like I said, your energy is infectious, bro. Like I really feel like sometimes if they were still doing anime blocks, I feel like you'd be one of the perfect people to like host one of those anime block shows, because you with the right budget, I feel like you'll just turn it all the way up. So that's and like I said, you'll be one of them people that just being yourself and incorporate everything you incorporate to yourself. I do see success in your future, more success in your future, and I hope you stick with what makes you happy.
What do you mean by anime blocks?
You remember back in the day how they had like like Toonami, and you had Tom hosting Toonami, so just having a human host instead of animated host.
You might be onto something.
Got wheels turning.
I see him turning.
He got the light
You
on and
might be
everything
on.
too.
You might be on to something.
Light bulb just went off.
Mm-hmm.
Ding.
Well, I don't know. Did you see my samurai shampoo Toonami Ghost of Tsushima thing that I did that blew up on TikTok like 10,000
No,
like 12,000
No.
views?
I did not
Yeah,
see that.
when they had the whole anime Adult Swim theme going on, I did a Ghost of Tsushima thing, and I basically just talking about like how Ghost of Tsushima got robbed for being Game of the Year, but it was a great game, being a samurai, blah 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 blah.
Oh, can you send me that link?
And I did another one where I did like the Straw Hat Samurai, but it was like lo-fi with the okay.
Yo, send me that link so I can go and check that out.
I got
That
you.
is, oh man, that's dope. I gotta see that now.
Yeah, cause I do that stuff, man. Cause it's me and my homie Evo. I don't, do you know Evo Alpha?
Yeah, I see him in the stream
Yeah,
all the time.
me and him. That's all we do, man. We always I go on his stream and be bouncing ideas off of him on like what idea you thinking about doing for editing next, or like for edit like we do it for editing for like YouTube editing and stuff like that. Different ideas. So he'll do something for like Assassin's Creed, then I would do something for Ghost of Tsushima. Then he would do something for Red Dead. I'd do something for Red Dead. You know, where do you want me to
Okay.
send him?
You can just send them in the Discord. That'll be fine. And I'll get it and go on TikTok and follow you. I really and I'm a oh you okay, that's YouTube. I'll follow the YouTube channel. And yeah, man.
What's
That
the hero? When's the next time people can see you live?
tomorrow for MMO Mondays because I'm trying to. Long story short, I never thought I'd be actually finishing playing Final Fantasy 14. Then I realized I just found out the other day I bought all the DLC. So I'm like, well, that's $40 a pop. So I don't play MMOs. I liked Final Fantasy. Me and my ex girlfriend played it till we broke up, and I hadn't returned to it. So no better time than the present.
Hey, there we go.
And there's a lot of people that know a lot more about it than me, so I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna be like, "Yay, I get the backseat game for Hero." Yep, you sure do, because I have no clue what I'm doing, and they'll be glad to do it.
Go ahead and drop your schedule, drop your Twitch schedule, and drop all your socials. Like if you want people to follow you, if you feel like dropping all that info, go ahead and tell people how they can find you. And if you want to throw a quick shout out for your book, which I still intend on going and ordering, go ahead and throw that out in a brief synopsis if you have time to do that.
Infinite the Journey was the story I made basically because it was like an homage to my love for anime, so it's pretty predictable story. So something we all know, but it's basically called Infinite the Journey because there's the main character Keiyo Shinsei, who was okay with and content with his normal life until he was found with a situation that made him choose to become something more. Because as being infinite, you never place limits upon yourself. So he goes from being a farmer to becoming a potential guardian to help the other guardians of the world save the world from impending doom. That's pretty much what it is. But it's mainly about just like the main thing I focused on that I realized looking at it now was the character interactions between the different personalities. You've got the outcast shinobi from the Rising Winds. You've got the over joyful, hasn't really had to suffer or deal with anything princess from the Mystic Mountains. You have the bullish, prideful character from the Burning Sands, the prince from the Burning Sands, and then you have the ever wise but doesn't know enough that needs to open up to be more, to learn more, to live more, sage from the Seven Seas. And then you have the very enclosed leader of it all from the Pride Lands as their leader, and then you have the misunderstood villain who doesn't want to be understood, but also wants people to understand him. So he's being that kind of difficult person because he wants to do good, but wants to go about it the wrong way. And then you have the main character who's like, "How the hell did I end up here? And what am I supposed to be doing?" And it's like, well, that's what you're supposed to learn about. That's the part of the journey. So yeah, that's pretty much everybody in the nutshell.
Cool.
And then
Alright.
yeah, One Hero Gaming, twitch.tv/One Hero Gaming. All the links to all my social medias are there, from TikTok to Instagram to YouTube, Twitter. They're all there. If you want to follow those. And lately the stream schedule has been Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. But it's in the midst of being changed now to incorporate something like MMOs being into the schedule, and then the game of the month has been Marvel's Avengers.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Because T'Challa's coming home. We going home, baby. Come
August
the 17th.
17th. Yes, sir.
That's right. As long as Forrest Whitaker's not there messing up everything. The Black Panther. No, get out. You're horrible. Your accent is horrible. You do not need to be in a movie. You can be stupid the pillars of the Black Panther. No. Nope.
The first I heard going Forrest Whitaker.
I couldn't stand it. I'm like, nope, the Black Panther. Like, you tried so hard. Like, y'all paid him for that? It's better if we got to deal with Angela Bassett. Shuri? Like, no, y'all both did bad. Deny, and freaking Chadwick and Shuri were okay. Except Shuri every 5 minutes, colonizer. Okay. And then I went to go see it with my white friends, and they're sitting there in the theater with Michael B. Jordan going, "Yeah, we gonna kill them all." And I'm like, guys, we all don't feel this way. I promise you, we don't. Okay, this is just a movie. I don't know why they went this route. They didn't attack all the Jewish and Nazi people in the Captain America movie, but the black movie we get, they want to bring race into it. I'm sorry, we don't feel this way. I know you're uncomfortable. Just don't. I was really uncomfortable. I'm like, yeah. But yeah, that's about it.
All right, man. We appreciate you coming through.
Appreciate
We
you,
gonna finish
man.
up the show, man.
For sure.
Have a great day tomorrow, man. Get you some rest. And anytime, bro. Anytime you want to come, talk, chill. If you just want to be a co-host, you know what I'm saying, let us know. And we gonna bring you in.
I appreciate it, but I blame you for my wheels are turning because I'm not gonna be able to go to sleep. I'm gonna be up all night thinking about that idea because I'm gonna try to bring it to fruition by the end of the week. I know me. Okay. It's gonna be great though. It's gonna be a good time.
Hey, just hit me up, let me know if you got anything you want me to contribute.
I appreciate it.
All right, no problem,
All right, it was
man.
a pleasure meeting you, fellas. Thank you
All right.
for
Thank you, Hero.
letting